Out by the barn where the stories grow, under the sun where the warm winds blow. A sanctuary where the hearts unite. Come join the love in the golden light. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Whispers of care in the gentle breeze, laughter that dances among the trees. Every life matters, every heart's a flame. Together we gather, no one's the same. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Skies sing, every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Paint the darkness, paint the town red. Our hearts are ready. Summer sparkle.
Summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle.
Hello. Oh my gosh, that song makes me laugh every time I hear it. The little summer sparkle jingle. Hello everybody, welcome to Heath's Barnside Chat. We're at Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary located in Sheffield, Ontario, Canada, and my name is Derek. I'm executive director and co-founder. It's so good to see everybody here today. Wow, this week has gone by so fast. I'm sure that you can agree. And if you've ever wondered whether small acts of kindness really matter, today's show might answer that question. Because this week we asked for 75 handprints, and somehow you gave us over 110. We'll unveil the finished red-handed barn, which is right here, but I'll zoom in on it a little bit later in the show. And we'll give you some Summer Sparkle campaign updates. We celebrated a very special birthday for one of our sanctuary's oldest residents. And we'll share resident facilities updates, and of course, we'll take some questions that made their way to the Magic Rainbow Bag. And if you've been following Summer Sparkle today, you know that it's Match Monday, which we're so grateful for. And that means that if you make a gift today, that it will go twice as far. So how cool is that? So let's get started. We've started the match. We started the Match Monday this morning. I'm just trying to find my slide there. Oh, there it is. The Match Monday has started today, and that's $2,500 will be matched dollar for dollar. So we have a real opportunity here to add $5,000 to our total. And last week, our total was looking pretty sad last week at $0 as we started the campaign at the very beginning of June, and it runs all the way till the end of June. And we want to raise $125,000, and that is for a whole bunch of projects around the farm. But here is the drum roll, and here is the total that we're able to tell that we've donated, that we've raised so far. Drum roll, and that is, oh gosh, $8,377, which that's a great start. we're very happy for that amount to have come in so far. So $8,377. We're a long ways away, as you know, from hitting the goal, but we'll celebrate every milestone along the way. So that's about 8% for the people that are keeping track at home, all the way on our way to $125,000. You can see the little thermometer there at the bottom has started to paint the barn red across. We've started painting red. I would be lying if we weren't painting some things red around here, including myself and some of the residents. I've got a whole bunch of color swatches picked out. We are trying to pick the right shade of red, and if you've ever picked a color before, you know that one little shade in the wrong direction can make it look like something that you wish that you hadn't painted. So we got some small tins of paint to try to match up and make this the best color that we can. And tonight at around 6:30, I'm going to go live, and I'm going to have we'll paint out a few of the different colors side by side and have a look at them and see what they look like. So you can tune in at 6:30. Later today, we'll be going live. But for right now, we should definitely be talking all about the Match Monday, because these are the opportunities where we get a fast forward in the campaign. And fast forwards in the campaign to raise $125,000. This is no easy task. So last Thursday, we put out this $10 red-handed campaign where we wanted to change this wooden cutout, this barn here. We wanted to add all of your handprints to it. So it looks beautiful now with all of your handprints on it. Let's take a closer look. Let's take a closer look at the barn. I've got my other camera. Whoops. I got my other camera hooked up here so I can show you some of the names a little closer. And there we go. All right. And we got Dakota and Nicole. Look at all of the names on here. And we got lots of names that we recognize. Linda, Gail, Lenny, Elizabeth, Liam. Well, there's my name. Alfie and Sarah and Ellen. Oh, and Brindle. Oh, love his big face. And Tammy and Enrico and Claire and Mary and Nancy and Leslie and Esther. Elizabeth, Tim, Leanne. Look at all of these names on this barn. And here's a barn boss who is helping us every step of the way. Do you have any paint on your mittens? He says, no, not yet, but I probably will. We have a lot of names on here, and we thank you so much for helping us get this very beautiful barn all covered up in hands that want to help us paint the barn red. And there's other things that we're painting red as well. And this campaign is not just all about paint. So we are putting in new fence lines. We are repairing old fence lines. We are helping with security. We are helping with the the senior residents. We're putting in new doors, about 16, 17, is it 18 doors, 17 doors? Oh gosh, it is an absolute pile of new doors that are going in as well. The Summer Sparkle campaign, this is, I believe, our 10th year doing this. And as you know, the Summer Sparkle campaign has always been geared around making the sanctuary sparkly and fixing and repairing. And so this year, the projects that we've picked, the one that's going to have the biggest impact and is the painting. I mean, when you drive up the driveway, you see dull gray barns. And when you go outside and you go very close to these barns, you can see all sorts of like mildew spots and green spots and bird spots and rust spots, and they faded. So it's probably been about 30 years since this farm has been painted. There's lots of areas that I'm looking at that I'm like, that has never been painted. That is the original metal that they put up. So it's going to have one of the biggest impacts. And there are other ways that you can get involved in the Summer Sparkle campaign.
Summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle.
I totally did not mean to push that button, but we'll take it. Other ways to get involved in the Summer Sparkle campaign. For a donation of $25, you can become a paint pal. And what that means is you're gonna help us paint the barn. And $25, that would cover about, about a third of a gallon of paint would be able to be purchased. And the amount of paint that needs to go around here is about 60 gallons of paint that we're estimating. So become a paint pal, and we need to wash everything down. We need to power wash all away the cobwebs and all the dust before we can paint it. So you could become part of the Sparkle Squad. You could become part of the Red Barn Dreamers. So, when we moved here, we were able to pack everything except for the color red. And that's something that you have come to know as part of Heath's. All of our photos, when we look back historically, all in front of beautiful big red barns. And the original dream for the sanctuary was to have red barns. And we're beyond tickled to be able to, put this dream into forward motion with you. I know there's a lot of you at home that are also Red Barn Dreamers along with us. And you can help us become barnyard guardians. We've got lots of fences to put in. You could become Esther's Heritage Crew, a member of Esther's esteemed Heritage Crew. We missed those red barns, and when we first moved out here, it was on all of our minds, but there was infrastructure to put in, and there was safety to make sure that we were shoring up for the residents before we could go painting things. So now that everything is pretty much unpacked, the last thing that we're unpacking now is, of course, the color red, and it's going to look fabulous. I am supercharged about it. And I hope that you are too. Wow. Okay. Paint the town red. We are 8% of the way there, and it is going to look fantastic. Head on over to happilyeverester.ca. We need your help. We really do. There's no donation amount that is too small, but look at what it's going to look like. Look at that. Wow. I am so stoked for the color red. And you'll notice that the fairy pig is now carrying a paintbrush that's got some red paint on it. There's red paint on all of us around here. Okay, let's do some resident updates. We said we would do on the Barnside Chat. Where is that slide that tells us everything that you can expect? Oh, there it is at the Barnside Chat. There it is. Summer Sparkle, we talked about. We got resident updates, facilities updates, and then we'll take some questions from the Magic Rainbow Bag. If there are questions, if you have a question, all you have to do is put it in the comment feed below, and we will do our absolute best to answer your question. If not today, it will be maybe tonight or on the Fireside Chats. Or next week on Barnside Chat. So let's do the resident updates. That's what's the first on the program after the Summer Sparkle. So resident updates, here we go. It was Obama's sweet 16th birthday. That was yesterday. And Obama has so much love from the caretakers here. And it was really warming to see the caretakers come together. And this was Obama's 16th birthday cake made out of Fig Newtons. I love it. Yeah, they all got together yesterday and made sure that Obama was celebrated, hung up a banner and some signs, a special cake. And then there he is. Old man got to eat his Fig Newton cake, which I just thought that was such a fantastic idea. So celebrating 16 years. That's a pretty incredible. That's an incredible milestone for him. He's a super old man. Okay, here's something else that we're celebrating is that the coops are open and our resident chicken and bird friends can go outside. You know that we take seriously here something called HPAI, and that's the bird flu. And that's something that migrating birds bring back with them and they transmit around. And HPAI season, the peak of it is over, and thankfully, in Ontario here, there haven't been too many cases, but it's something that we watch every single week. And now that it's pretty much over, I don't want to say that it's over, there is still always some small risk, but getting to see the birds outside happily enjoying themselves and the doors open again. Here's Bonnie and Herb, who weren't sure whether or not they were going to go outside or not, but the doors are open for them now. HPAI season, not officially over, but we are letting them out now with a little bit more ease of mind. Here's somebody, Mr. Pouty. Ouch! Look at that. That's Pouty's front right. You can see where he's got like a stone chip. Something has chipped away at that hoof and peeled it right up, and the caretakers went out into the field with these big cutters that we have. They look like bolt cutters, and essentially they are, because the amount of strength that you need to get through the cow's hoof is it's a lot, and these tools have big long handles on them so you can get leverage, and so they just clip that right off, and he's doing well. Jeannie Bean, you always ask about Jeannie Bean. You know that we are treating Jeannie's knees, her front knees, because she spends a lot of time down, and that's what she uses to get up from laying down. She's spending a lot more time down, so with our seniors here, we monitor a lot. And one of the things is the condition of their skin on their knees. Are they walking too much on their knees? And so one of the things that we do is we wrap them. And so here's Jeannie. You can see out in the yard with a couple of different socks on there on her knees, a pink one and a purple one, but she's doing really well. The caretakers are doing a great job making sure that she stays happy and healthy. Routine health checks happened yesterday or the day before for Abigail. This is Abigail in the lifting equipment. So they lifted a couple of pigs yesterday, and that I think it was Abigail and Pumpkin that got done. But Abigail, when they had Abigail up and lifted, they found this is her left back hoof, and you can see all those cracks that are running through it. And those cracks should not be there. So that's something that they'll be monitoring very closely. We're thankful that they caught that quickly. And they're only able to catch it quickly because we're able to check so frequently. The healthcare checks, if they don't happen as frequently as they do, more problems happen. So a lot of what we do is preventative versus defensive. So we're grateful to have that lifting equipment and the amazing team that keep all of the hooves in tip-top shape. If you visited here, or if you see in some of our photos, a lot of the resident feet are green, including this fellow here. This is Sammy's hoofs by the looks of it. And we paint them green. It's a copper product that wards off infection in cracks. So it keeps them, infections not able to set in. So we have this green stuff, and it's copper based, and it's in a sprayer, and they go around and they spray the hooves that need to be done. And they do that during, while they're eating, so the residents don't even know that it's happening. Thank you very much for the people that have been keeping close tabs on April's family. Our hearts are all watching April right now, and Hercules and Mercy, and making sure that every day that they have here with us is a good one. And without Brindle, it has mixed things up a little bit, as you might imagine. But here's April out in her yard. April's the matriarch, the mother. And here she is out in the long grass, enjoying it. And here is Mr. Hercules and Mercy just right over. April's just out of view there, but enjoying their mud bog. And then all three of them out laying in the sun. I just love to see this. when a resident passes, it always changes things up, and the hierarchy changes, and some pigs, they change social circles, and we're watching this closely. But for right now, April's spending, some time with Mercy, some time with Hercules, and sometimes alone, and that's to be expected, but our hearts are definitely watching closely. And our hearts are watching closely for this little puppy dog. Look at her, sweet Eleanor. Those ears could stop traffic. Look at them folded over like that. I just think those are the best ears, and if they stayed like that forever, oh my gosh, my heart might just explode. But I think that she's going through a little growth spurt right now, and that's something that we've seen before with baby pigs, is that that their ears grow too big to actually hold up, and then their head grows a little bit, and so we'll see how it goes. But for right now, we are in love with sweet Eleanor's ears. Here's somebody else that we're in love with. That's Ricky. Oh, I thought he was just still here, but he disappeared. He's taking it easy. And here's somebody else taking it easy, Lambert. He was here as well. I've got my camera set up here down close to the ground. I thought he was going to be out running around. He is out running around, but he's out doing something else. But Lambert is doing well. They keep a splint on his foot, depending on how he's feeling. But I know you're falling in love with Lambert's story and how he was found in a dead pile, a literal dead pile of animals, and how now he's living the best sanctuary life. Thanks to you. I mean, there's no doubt about it. If none of this could happen without you. And when you look around at the sanctuary right now, there's healing happening, there's growing happening, there's birthdays, there's repairs being made, and progress that's happening slowly, and almost so slowly that if you don't look very closely, you might miss it. And it's like watching a crack grow out on Abigail's hoof. It's slow, and that's one of the things in sanctuary life that you have to get used to, and it constantly teaches us that most of the time it doesn't happen in one big whoosh. It happens in small little incremental things, small changes over time. A bandage is changed, a birthday is celebrated, an anniversary, a handprint is added to the barn, and maybe a dollar or two is added to the Summer Sparkle campaign. And eventually, all those little things add up to become something much larger. So just wanted to pass along some thanks for that. Okay, that's the resident updates for the moment, and we'll keep you updated all week long in the feed, of course. So if things change, we'll post about it and keep you all current. You're a family, and we want to make sure that you know everything that is happening here around the farm. Okay, that's the resident updates. Let's do facilities updates. Okay, facilities updates. There are a bunch of them. I'm going to fly through them here today because we are running out of time. The silo, Sammy's rocket ship. Finally, we got it going. It's going. We got it filled for the first time. If you watch this speed film, you'll see the silo starting to fill up. There, oh no, there it is. The shadow line filling up, all the way up to the top. We got our very first silo feed delivery, and we're excited about it. It got delivered by this truck here that tips up. The feed is inside of it, and then it's blown through like a large vacuum hose that gets hooked up to the space shuttle, and it gets blown in through a tube. It's kind of like a central vac system, and we suck all of the feed out of the truck, and then it gets sucked into this big container, and then there's a thing on the side of the container that you turn on. It's this little motor and this little auger, and it pulls feed from the bottom, and then it puts it into the bin and fills it up. So we're super stoked about that. Another update that we're excited about is the gardening that's happening around the farm. It was time for the mulch to be put in on top of one of our big flower beds that was put in near the banner sign and the flagpole when you come up. So we're doing that to suppress the weeds and keep those down. Some other updates that are going on, the equipment, the red lawnmower, our zero turn, it's having some problems again. Don't know what the problem is, but it's either like not getting enough fuel or it's overheating or doing something. So we're trying to figure that out. And wrapping up is the drainage project around the front of the barn, which it looks fantastic. I wish I had a finishing shot there for you, but I don't. The bogs are all drying up, so down at the bottom of pasture P, Q, and R, there are pastures A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, but P, Q, R, at the bottom of P, Q, R, there are these mud bogs, and they're drying up. It's pretty warm, and we have not had a lot of rain, so the pigs are all keeping close to the bogs that are at the top of the hill, and we fill those ones every single day. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like the resident farmer has planted corn on several of the pastures, which I personally love the looks of corn when it gets up nice and high. I don't know, have you ever been into a corn maze? Did you ever do that as a kid, or maybe go to a fall festival as a kid? So this is bringing up all sorts of ideas of having a cornfield. They also made a horror movie about cornfields. It was called Children of the Corn or something. Anyways, it was a very scary movie, and I'm still scarred. But having a cornfield near the sanctuary, that'll be awesome. It also attracts a lot of deer that come in to eat the corn. But the little corn heads are coming up. This past weekend, we had a work day here at the farm, and a small and mighty group of people showed up to show us that they care, and we picked up a mountain of poop out of the cow pasture, and I want to thank you so much for coming out this weekend and helping us out. Here's a beautiful sunset photo. This is at the very bottom of pasture. This is the corner of pasture P. Corner of pasture P, looking up the hill back at the farm. It was a beautiful sunset, and I couldn't help but snap a photo. One last resident update photo to show you is this. There is a, oh gosh, do I have it? There is a new resident to talk about. All right, we're not going to make you go through the whole new resident alert song, but our new resident needed this big teddy bear to keep them comfortable, and we're going to spill the beans very soon in the Yes Report. The Yes Report is a report that all of our monthly donors get, and by donating as little as $5 a month, you could too get the Yes Report. And all of the monthly donors, they get the Yes Report, they get exclusive invites to VIP in-person events, they'll get tickets to our virtual Pumpkin Smash, which I think is the event of the year. And then we have 10% off all year long at the Heath store that you get. So we will be sharing that new, I keep saying this, we're going to share it to you, but I just haven't gotten to it. There is so much going on the farm and so much to communicate, especially during the Summer Sparkle campaign. But this little cutie is going to steal your hearts. Okay, it's time for the weather report. We'll give you just a really quick weather lowdown here. What's happening at the sanctuary? Oh, it's about 24 degrees right now, and this week it's going up to 28, so that feels about right. There's a bit of rain in the forecast, which we like, because right now there is a burn ban in effect. There's a high we have like a forest fire meter, and it's very dry. It's up in the red, so that means that it's a high probability for, even a spark to cause a big problem. The sun is rising at around 20 to 6, and it sets around 9 at night. Wow, did we do it? No, we still have the rainbow bag.
What's in the bag? The magic rainbow bag. What's in the bag? The magic
Let's see what the
bag.
questions are.
We'll
If you have a question that you would like answered, all you have to do is put it in the comment feed and we will do our best to get to it. Here is the first question. Do you use the same oil bug stuff on Escalade and BJ? Yes, they do get the same oil bug stuff used. It's we buy it by the it's in a 4-gallon jug, and we do have a couple of different sprays that we can use. Some of them have sunscreen in them, some of them don't, but we apply sunscreen in other ways with either typical human sunscreen or a zinc oxide cream. But yeah, we use the same oil bug stuff on BJ and Escalade. It's in there. There are these cow oilers, or these curtains that hang in front of their barn, and the curtains, they leach. They're just pieces of rope that are attached to a reservoir of the bug stuff, and the bug stuff leaches down or wicks down, and then as the residents walk through it, such as BJ and Escalade, the ropes brush on their back and brush on their ears, brush on their head, and apply that just passively as they go through. Next question. When is the new resident going to be introduced? Oh, Brooke, I can tell that you're excited, and we are excited too. We'll stay tuned. We're going to tell you all about them. There's a lot of updates, and we can't wait to share their little life with you. Last question. Are we in black and white today, or is there something wrong on my side? I missed the beginning. No, do not adjust your television screens. You are in black and white world right now. That's where we are transforming our very gray and dull sanctuary world into full color, the color of red. We're going to paint the town red. So that's what that is all about. Okay. I think we did it. Is that? We certainly did. Okay. Don't forget it's Match Monday, friends. It's the end of our show today. And thank you for joining us. This week we celebrated a 16th birthday. We watched a little sheep named Obama remind us that growing old is a gift. And he's just a tiny, tiny, tiny old man, and we couldn't imagine it any other way. We shared updates of the residents, the farm, and the work that continues behind the scenes every single day. And you know, this should be a reminder that this whole sanctuary was built by people who care, people that donate and choose kindness, people that show up. And as we continue through the Summer Sparkle campaign, we're reminded that none of this happens alone. We'll see you later at 6:30. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and thank you for believing in the world that Esther helped show us, one where kindness reaches farmed animals too. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye.
Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside in the Barnside Chat, where the love won't